Jones to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carl Nassib able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Gun now on 3rd down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 6-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Number 82.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1 more yard.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
37 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play free.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
7 brings up 3rd and 13.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Claypool on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That's good for 28 yards.
10 at the 22-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Nassib picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
A big play there. 94 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jason Sanders.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 30-yard line.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Back in on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Arizona.
Check. You go tank. You got tank. You got tank. Street.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here we go on fourth. Newton. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they run the option on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,